guys think will be the #1 red zone target? I'm thinking Cephus gets 7 to 10 red zone touchdowns this year. Oh, my God, Jordy Manchin. He's going with 7 to 10 with Cephus. What do you think? Who is going to get the touchdowns?
Yeah, I would say TJ Hawkinson. That's a very boring answer, but that's just how I see it going down. They like his size. He can win one-on-one in there, so I would say Hawkinson. The Cephus, that's bold. If you're right on that, that's bold. I like it. I love this picture, by the way. The draft day, I see.
Yeah, that's the draft day. Absolutely. You got to watch it right before the draft, too. It's for unrealistic expectations, yes, some crazy trades that's going to happen with the first pick and then back up. Something that never happens, by the way. I'm going to say Amon-Ra St. Brown. I think that he will probably get the most touchdowns. He was the player that you could depend on last year, and I think he's going to continue to grow because of the players around him. You got Jameson Williams, you got DJ Chark. It's going to open it up, and Jared Goff, throw him the football. He's going to make some plays, make some freaking plays. Do you live closer to Detroit or Cleveland? Dose of Dion.
I think Detroit. Yeah, I think I'm closer to Detroit. I'm not that far from Detroit. Like an hour and 15 minutes away.
Yeah, he's closer to Detroit than I am, and I live in Michigan. I live in Holland, Michigan, so he's actually a little bit closer than I am.
You got a little drive to training camp now. You got to drive up there.
I know I got to drive. It sucks. We're going to kill this year. I got to have faith that we're going to beat the Packers, Bears, and Vikings. Let's talk about the NFC North. How do you see this taking place? Do you see the Lions sweeping teams? Do you see us getting destroyed? We'll start with the Packers. What do you think is going to happen with the Lions and the Packers? Are we going to split? Are we going to get dosed on? What do you got?
Get dosed on. No,
not when I'm drinking, dog.
That's a good one. No, man, I think we split with Green Bay this year. I think we beat them. I think we beat them week 18, which would be very weird for us. But I like our chances on the road. And if not, here's what I like. I like our chances of if we lost week 18, but we get into the playoffs and we play them on the road, they're not going to beat us twice in their home stadium. So that's what I feel with the Packers, though.
Let me know in the comment section, where you guys from? Where are you guys from? I'm from Holland, Michigan. I see someone else is a fellow Hollander. Let me know in the comment section where you are from. We got Ohio, Dose of Dion. We got Holland, Michigan from me. We have a fellow Hollander in Ben DePa. I'm sure I destroyed your name. I'm sure I killed it. I am sorry. We got one. Oh, no. We're going to sweep Chicago. Do you think we could sweep Chicago while people throw in where they live?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm not trying to disrespect them, because they're going to be the Bears, they always give you something tough.
I'll disrespect
them. But I absolutely think, I should disrespect them. You're right. But no, I absolutely think we can beat the Bears twice, man. No question. The only difference will be is now they have turnover. They have a new staff. They have a lot going on. And then you have Justin Fields now playing a full season. So it'll be a different look for us. So I guess we'll have to see how do we adjust to that look. Are we built for that? Because teams like the Vikings, I think they're going to run the ball a lot, and I think we're built to stop that. So I like us against the Vikings. Bears, though, we'll see. But absolutely.
We got Mount Pleasant, Windsor, Hawley, Michigan. We got Mount Pleasant, Ypsilanti, Farmington Hills, DePa. Oh, DePa, that's how you say his last name. Grand Blanc, Arizona, Lansing, Michigan. We got Kitchener, Ontario. Grand Rapids, that's 30 minutes from where I live. That's where my job is, but I work from home. We got from North Carolina, but live in Texas. I love Texas. That's where I went. That's where I went for training for the Army before I went to Iraq. Battle Creek. Yep, nice little place there. Neighbor Frog, Alpena, Michigan, up north. Troy representing. I'll be in Troy in a couple weeks. Bears are trash. I agree. Dose and Mike, my guys. I appreciate you last second sports. We got Northeast Kentucky, Champaign, Sandusky, Michigan, Massillon, Ohio, Durand, Michigan, Stillwater, Oklahoma, from Detroit. And my dog is barking, and I'm about to throw my microphone at its head here in a minute because it's going ape-ass right now. Folks, we got 113 in the building with 58 likes. Let's get to 75 likes. Smash that like button for Dose of Dion so he can brand a T-shirt on LNU. I think that is very important for the Lions and Coldwater, Michigan as well. Kirk Cousins. What are we going to do with the Vikings, Dose? Minnesota Vikings. What's going to happen there?
Yeah, I love the fit. I love the fit with O'Connell because, you just go back to where McVay came from, and then he's working with Kirk Cousins. He makes him a starter, a round 4 pick, and then he goes, I just like the connection there. I think it makes sense in terms of scheme for what they already have. That being said, I think you can stop that run game and things get really interesting. I think the Vikings they seem to be much in a position right now where they're trying to compete versus a team like the Bears where some of their picks, you're like, all right, maybe this is like a little bit down the road a little bit. But the Vikings think they can compete right now. However, I think you stop the run. This is definitely a team we can beat. We saw it last year. I mean, the way we played them both times, the second time maybe shouldn't even been that close, but the first time even we probably should have won that game as well. I just don't trust the Vikings, and I don't think there's much of a home field advantage. I don't know. I don't feel like there's a home field advantage when we go on the road to play Minnesota. Maybe it's too new, something like that. But I like our chances as long as we stop the run. That'll be one team we have to shut down the run to beat.
Yeah, they got a good running back, but you're right, man. It's always a close game with those guys. Every freaking year, it's not anything you're going to get blown out for. Even in 2008, we didn't get blown out by those guys, and we almost got a win there. Do you think we re-sign Jamal Williams at the end of this year, or do we draft a bruiser next year? I think we don't re-sign Jamal Williams. I love him, but we're so good when it comes to the running back position. I don't think we really need to re-sign him. But what do you think? What do you think about the great Jamal Williams? I love this guy, though.
Yeah, I mean, their culture is probably – I mean, the way that he fits into their culture, the energy he brings, is going to be tough to move on from him. As long as he's healthy this season. Now, the thing is, like, we talk about extending. We're talking about giving him another year. We're talking about giving him 3-4 years. At that point, I would think no way. But maybe a short-term deal. I mean, we're still trying to see if Swift's going to be healthy. And I know he's a different style back. I like Jamar Jefferson. Does his role expand this season? And then Godwin, I wouldn't say I'd be surprised if they re-signed him, but again, it is the Brad Holmes to just draft a lot of running backs, and that's one of those positions where I don't feel like you want to get tied into a long-term expensive deal with. If there's one position that you don't want to do that, it feels like it's running back.
Do you think we can have a top 20 defense? I do believe we can have a top 20 defense with Pascal, Aiden Hutchinson, people coming back from injury like Okudah Melifonwu, Jerry Jacobs, I think is going to be having a role, and the safety position upgrade. I think you should have a top 20 defense, no doubt. If you can't get a top 20, I think there's an issue there. What do you think about the Lions potentially getting a top 20 defense?
This offense is going to help the defense. That's what I'll say. I mean, you hitting on it. The pieces that we got, awesome. But if we can – I know we want faster drives. We have a lot of slow drives last season. But this offense, the ability to run the ball can really help this defense.
Already talking about the draft next year, the two quarterbacks, C.J. Stroud, Bryce Young, says the two quarterbacks in next year's draft, which one do you like? Well, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm not going to base it on right now. I want to wait until their season's going through. Every year is different with quarterbacks. Just because they're the top names right now, we don't really know what's going to happen. There could be an injury. They could fall off a cliff. Spencer Rattler fell off a cliff. He was supposed to be a top guy. So I want to be patient and see how the season performs. But what do you think? If we suck, we get a quarterback. Are you looking to draft one of these guys, or you want to be patient?
I like you. I don't know really the quarterbacks for next year other than Bryce Young and Stroud, if those are the top two. With that said, I completely agree with what you just said. I mean, guys that you thought were – I mean, Howell, right? I mean, he just lose some pieces, and now it's like, okay, he's a fifth-round pick. How did that happen? I'm 100% with you there. Hopefully that's not the case, though. I don't want to speak that into existence. We should not be that bad.
That would suck if we're the first pick or the second pick in the draft. Unless the Rams somehow fall off a cliff. Hey, I'll take it all day. Any word on Romeo's injury? From what I know, I haven't heard anything, but he should be good to go. It's been a long time. Have you heard anything else about his injury?
I have, actually. So Rad, he texted his cousin Leroy, and Leroy sent a video of him bowling but doing the moonwalk. So we feel like he's going to be good.
That's a hell of an update, man.
Yeah.
That is, hey, that's scouting 101 right there, folks. Moonwalking, getting an injury report by the moonwalk. Hey, if he can do a moonwalk, it's looking pretty good, dog. He got his footwork in there. My God, that's. I like that one. I need to get Ric Flair up in that one more time from Ric Flair. I got us winning 11 games if we play perfectly, sweeping the Bears and the Vikings, beating the Pats, Packers, Jets, Giants, Panthers, Seahawks, and Commanders. # LNU. What do you got for your prediction, Dose of Dion, and do you see us sweeping everybody?
No, I don't think we'll sweep everybody. I don't think so. I don't think he's crazy saying 11 wins, though. I don't know where mine's gonna fall at when we get to it, but I'm gonna be in the 9 to 11 likely range for wins. So I don't think you're crazy.
Yeah, I got us going 7 to 8. Like, they have to get over 7 wins, in my opinion. That's my floor.
Agreed.
8's what I got. They could get more than that for sure. I'm just playing it safe right now. Who is playing for their job more this year? Goff, Swift, or my choice of Okudah is going to be in a bad mooda. I love the bad mooda for Okudah. I think Swift, I think he needs to worry a little bit because the depth at the running back position is really good. And we're talking about a running back here. It's not a quarterback. I think he really needs to show out this year. He's got to prove himself because we're talking about next year. They don't have that many holes left in a draft. And if they see like a really good running back, like we're talking pretty early, I could see them picking it up to kind of finishing this bad boy off. I'm going to go with DeAndre Swift. Stay healthy. What was your pick?
For sure. I mean, yeah, all of them. All of them. I mean, you got Swift going into year 3, contracts. Okudah going into year 3, contracts. So both those guys will be in a situation where they can get paid after this year. And Goff is, I mean, it's just natural. He's got pressure. Because I would say Goff because his pressure to me goes beyond just the Lions. Like, let's say he doesn't perform here and the Lions decide they want to go elsewhere. What's the chances he starts again in the league? I mean, it's going to be really tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think this is a huge year. I think this is huge. He's at least got to put good film out there that someone's willing to take a chance on him.
Yeah, you're right. If he doesn't do that, he probably would be a backup at another team. Where else would he start? I mean, potentially Seattle Seahawks. Drew Lock is terrible, but they could just at some point just draft a quarterback. So that makes a good point right there.
Perfect.